大家好，今日呢，我哋試下做呢 chord 嘅 inversion 同埋 voice leading。咁呢，首先講多次 chord 嘅 inversion 係點樣先。嗱，我哋用 C major chord 嚟做例啊。咁呢，如果將呢個音呢放上去最頂嗰個，咁就變咗係 first inversion 啦。呢個再放上嚟呢度，咁變咗 second inversion 啦。咁我哋 triad 呢就有 root position、first inversion 同埋 second inversion。咁呢，我哋應該練咁樣啦。記得呢要用正確嘅 fingering。135，呢個左手呢係531，右手係125。咁如果再上一個，呢個係521，呢個係135，係啦。咁我哋知道呢 chord inversion 之後呢，我哋就要試下呢做一樣嘢叫 voice leading。voice leading 嘅意思呢就係當你由一個 chord 轉去另一個 chord 嘅時候，你盡量唔好喐咁多。即係譬如我 C chord 要轉去 F chord， 我咁樣變咗好難彈啊，因為要跳得咁遠。咁呢，譬如我 C chord 係用呢個轉位開始嘅 G C E 咁樣樣。咁我當去 F chord 嘅時候呢，咁我呢就盡量唔好喐咁多，我可以咁樣用 F chord 嘅 first inversion。咁樣嘅做法呢，我嘅手呢就可以唔使針得太遠啦。係啦，咁嘅 voice leading 呢，其實呢，如果你話用一個樂理嘅真係去分析佢係做緊咩呢？你係應該當呢一個係 top voice， 呢個係第二個 voice， 呢個係第三個 voice。你可以當第一個 voice、第二個 voice、第三個 voice。咁呢，其實所謂 voice leading 呢，你就係 keep common tone in the same voice and move the other voices as little as possible。即係話呢，譬如C major chord 同 F major chord， 佢有邊個音係 common tone 呢？就係 C 呢個音。C major chord 係 C E G， 咁樣 F chord 係 F A C 嘛。咁我大家都會有呢個 C 音，咁我就要 keep 呢個 C 音咧喺同一個 voice。咁如果我撳呢一個咁嘅轉位嘅時候咧，咁我個 C 音係喺 second voice 啊嘛。咁當你彈 F chord 嘅時候咧，我就要將呢一個 C 音咧就放翻喺 F major chord 佢嘅 second voice 嗰度。咁呢個係 top voice， 呢個係 second voice， 呢個係 third voice。咁我咪 keep common tone in the same voice 咯。跟住另外嗰兩個聲部咧就 move by step 啫嘛。所以 move as little as possible。呢個就係咧 Berklee 教 voice leading 嘅時候，佢點樣 define voice leading 就係咁樣咯。咁我做多一個例子咧，咁譬如用呢個，咁我要去 F chord， 咁我而家 C 係 top voice 啊嘛，咁我去 F chord 咪將呢個音擺翻喺 F major chord 嘅 top voice 咯。OK， 咁而家咁樣去咯。係啦，咁你見到呢個音呢個 voice 係唔喐嘅，咁另外嗰兩個 voice 就喐咯。咁譬如你係 C major 呢個，跟住我想去 G chord G B D， 咁大家嘅 common tone 係 G 啊嘛。咁而家我撳呢個咁嘅inversion 嘅時候，咁個 G 音就係喺最底個 voice 啊嘛，就係1、2、3第三個 voice。咁我將佢轉去 G chord 嘅時候，我就要將 G 音咧就放翻喺 G chord 嘅第三個 voice 咯。1、2、3，咁我咪咁樣轉咯。C chord 轉去 G chord， 咁呢個就係 voice leading 啦。咁你右手彈 chord 嘅時候都可以做 voice leading 嘅，譬如我 C chord， 跟住去 F， 咁F chord 去 G chord， 因為大家冇 common tone 咧，你就係咁樣喐就得噶啦。跟住我要 voice leading 翻去 C major 咧，咁就變咗呢個 voice 係大家 common tone， 咁你就咁樣喐，係啦，咁樣咯。 咁如果用一首歌去示範呢，我要試下用 Ode to Joy 呢首歌呢係 in F major 嘅。咁我第一個 chord 呢係 F major chord， 咁係 in root position 先。跟住呢，我去 C chord 呢，我就用咗呢個轉位。咁大家呢個 common tone 就係 C 嗰度，跟住翻去 F。好，跟住呢度呢，我哋去 B flat major chord， 咁嗰個 common tone 係喺呢度。咁呢，我就要用呢個轉位啦。跟住佢呢個 A chord 呢，咁呢呢個係佢 common tone， 咁我就咁樣啦。跟住之後呢，佢 D minor chord 呢，我就冇做 voice leading 嘅。跟住佢呢個，有陣時你唔需要成首歌都 voice lead 嘅，你有時都可以 break 咗個 voice leading 嘅，因為 voice leading 係會令到你個彈嘅音呢係越嚟越低嘅。所以低到咁上下就會開始覺得好萌啦，好 muddy 啦，咁你就要將佢升翻上高啲嘅 register 咁樣咯。跟住最尾嗰行，跟住去呢一個 chord， 我都有做 voice leading 啦。跟住去呢個，最尾呢，你可以跳咯，其實都唔係一定要 voice leading 晒成首嘅。咁去到中間，如果你中意，你咪跳下咯，都冇所謂嘅。咁你覺得voice leading 係主要睇個 top voice， 其實即係如果你想 keep 個 top voice 係呢個音，咁你咪做呢個咁嘅 voice leading 咯。如果你有時唔中意都可以唔使個個 chord 做 voice leading 嘅。咁我頭先彈呢首 Ode to Joy 嘅編曲呢，就喺我本叫《小虎學鋼琴2》嗰本書裏邊嘅。咁呢，其實嗰本書除咗係 for 一啲學琴嘅學生用之外呢，你如果學鋼琴伴奏，你都可以攞嗰本書去睇下點樣，即係嗰啲 chord 係點樣彈咯，伴奏嘅好例子嚟嘅。咁我當中有好多唔同嘅伴奏嘅 pattern 咯。咁如果我寫一本係關於伴奏嘅書呢，咁我都會用翻嗰啲譜去做例嘅。好，今日彈住咁多先，下次再見，拜拜。